But before we start, please stand for opening prayer. May we request the back secretariat to conduct a roll call and record the attendance to determine if we have a quorum.
Good morning. For today's private conference, the following are the attendees. Back Chairperson, Engineer Arman Ibareta.
Present.
For regular back members, Engineer Joanna Marie Manaog, Ms. Maria Corazon Bruca, Engineer Sheila Marie Piscino. For provisional back member, Engineer Nilbert Alvarez. For end user representative, Engineer Jeffrey Olitopit. For TWG Head, Engineer Diana Rose Gonzalez. For TWG members, Engineer Jaylene Alba, Engineer Mark Anthony Bayos, Engineer Regina Remoroso, Engineer Marie Ivy Saliba. For Back Secretariat Head, Engineer Maria Chini Lagacion. For Back Secretariat members, Engineer Elizabeth Olieres, Ms. Dolores Casiao, Architect Maria Coleta Cope, First Micaela Mancero, and Engineer Froilan Herno. That's all po.
Thank you. As for attendance, we have a quorum, so this private conference is now ordered at 10:08 a.m. We are gathered here at Procurement Unit Office, DPWH Camarines Sur 5th District Engineering Office for the private conference of 26 GA 2026 projects. We have nine projects from contract ID number 26FN0044 to 26FN0052. May we call on the technical working group head, Engineer Diana Rose Gonzalez, to discuss the contract data.
Good morning po. For contract ID 26FN 0044, covers the construction of new Cabanbanan Bridge along Nabua-Balatan Road with kilometer post of K0489 plus 350 to K0489 plus 375 in Balatan, Camarines Sur under 001 Ensure Safe and Reliable National Road System Bridge Program. The project has an approved budget for the contract of 61,760,000, funded under GAA 2026 with a contract duration of 2020 calendar days. 220 calendar days, 220. The project is classified under medium A and the cost of bidding documents is 50,000. Contract ID 26FN0045 involves the construction of bridge connecting Barangay Bagumbayan and Fabrica, Bula, Camarines Sur. Station 4 plus 320 under Convergence and Special Support Program, CSSP. Sustainable Infrastructure Project, Alleviating, SIPAG. The project has an approved budget for the contract of 130,275,000, funded under GAA 2026 with a contract duration of 300 calendar days. The project is classified under medium A and the cost of bidding documents is 50,000. For contract ID 26FN0046, covers the construction of bridge connecting Barangay Santa Teresita and Pugay Spillway, Baao, Camarines Sur. Station 0 plus 781 under Convergence and Special Support Program, CSSP. Sustainable Infrastructure Project, Alleviating gaps. The project has a approved budget for the contract of 77,200,000, funded under GAA 2026 with a contract duration of 238 calendar days. The project is classified under medium A and the cost of bidding documents is 50,000. For contract ID 26FN0047 involves the construction of bridge connecting Barangay Santa Teresita and San Andres Spillway, Irigasili, Camarines Sur. Station 0 plus 947 under Convergence and Special Support Program, Sustainable Infrastructure Projects, Alleviating gaps, SIPAG. The project has an approved budget for the contract of 86,850,000, funded under GAA 2026 with a contract duration of 249 calendar days. The project is classified under medium A and the cost of bidding documents is 50,000. For contract ID 26FN0048, covers the construction of new San Francisco Bridge 1 at Barangay San Francisco, Baao, Camarines Sur. Station 4 plus 116 under the Convergence and Special Support Program, CSSP. Sustainable Infrastructure Project, Alleviating gaps, SIPAG. The project has an approved budget for the contract of 62,725,000, funded under GAA 2026 with a contract duration of 221 calendar days. The project is classified under medium A and the cost of bidding documents is 50,000. For contract ID 26FN0049, covers the construction of new San Francisco Bridge 2 at Barangay San Francisco, Baao, Camarines Sur. Station 4 plus 368 under the Convergence and Special Support Program, CSSP. Sustainable Infrastructure Projects, Alleviating gaps, SIPAG. The project has an approved budget for the contract of 96,500,000, funded under GAA 2026 with a contract duration of 260 calendar days. The project is classified under medium A and the cost of bidding documents is 50,000. For contract ID 26FN0050, involves construction of new Laganak Bridge along Nabua-Balatan Road with kilometer post of K0490 plus 785 to K0490 plus 860 in Balatan, Camarines Sur under 001 Ensure Safe and Reliable National Road System Bridge Program. The project has an approved budget for the contract of 139,925,000, funded under GAA 2026 with a contract duration of 311 calendar days. The project is classified under medium A and the cost of bidding documents is 50,000. For contract ID 26FN0051, covers the construction of Phase 2, multipurpose building of San Isidro Poblacion, Camarines Sur. Coordinates 13.4067 and 123.3774. Under Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Project, BIP, multipurpose building facilities to support services. The project has a approved budget for the contract of 39,600,000 funded under GAA 2026 with a contract duration of 283 calendar days. The project is classified under medium A and the cost of bidding documents is 25,000. And lastly, for contract ID 26FN0054, covers the completion 52 completion of the DPWH Camarines Sur 5th District Engineering Office DEO at Santa Teresita, Baao, Camarines Sur with a coordinates of 13.48360 and 123.33878 under the locally funded Projects National Building Program. Buildings under structure, multipurpose facilities. The project has an approved budget for the contract of 49 million funded under GAA 2026 with a contract duration of 283 calendar days. The project is classified under medium A and the cost of bidding documents is 25,000.
Thank you. Now let's come to the requirements of bidding documents. We call on our end user representative, Engineer Jeffrey Takit, to discuss.
For the special condition of contract for contract ID number 26FN0044 to 26FN0052, under section 15.5, in case of permanent structures such as building of types 4 and 5 as classified under the National Building Code of the Philippines, and other structures made of steel, iron, or concrete which comply with relevant structural codes, DPWH standard specifications such as but not limited to steel, concrete bridges, flyovers, aircraft movement areas, ports, dams, tunnels, filtration and treatment plants, sewerage systems, power plants, transmission and communication towers, railway system, and other similar permanent structures is 15 years. For the eligibility requirements for contract ID number 26FN0044, the scope of works are construction of new bridge. Major categories of work of the contract to be procured is BCCCP, bridges, construction, concrete, superstructures with cast-in-place piles. Unit of measure in linear meter, dimension is 25. Cost estimate for its major category of work is 61,760,000 pesos. Similar major categories of work is BRTCCP, bridges, retrofitting, concrete superstructure with cast-in-place piles. For contract ID number 26FN0045, the scope of works are construction of bridge. Major categories of work of the contract to be procured is BCCCP, bridges, construction, concrete superstructure with cast-in-place piles. Unit of measure is linear meter, dimension is 75. Cost estimate for its major category of work is 130,275,000 pesos. Similar major categories of work is BRTCCP, bridges, retrofitting, concrete superstructure with cast-in-place piles. For contract ID number 26FN0046, the scope of works are construction of bridge. Major categories of work of the contract to be procured is BCCCP, bridges, construction, concrete superstructure with cast-in-place piles. Unit of measure is linear meter, dimension is 40. Cost estimate for major category of work is 77,200,000 pesos. Similar major categories of work is BRT, CCP, bridges, retrofitting concrete superstructure with class in place piles. The contract item number 36 FN 0047. The scope of works are construction of bridge. Major categories of work of the contract to be procured is BCCCP, bridges construction, concrete superstructure with class in place piles. Unit of measure is linear meter, dimension is 40. Cost estimate for this major category of work is 86,850,000 pesos. Similar major categories of work is BRT, CCP, bridges, retrofitting, concrete superstructure with class in place piles. Same, for contract item number 26 FN 0048 with the same major category is BCCCP. The unit of measure is linear meter, dimension is 32. Cost estimate for this major category of work is 62,725,000 pesos. And the same major category of works, BRT, CCP. Next project. For contract item number 26 FN 0049, same major categories of work. Scope of work is construction of new bridge. Major categories of work is BCCCP. The unit of measure is linear meter, dimension is 60. Cost estimate for this major category of work is 96,500,000 pesos with the same similar major categories of work, BRT, CCP. For contract item number 36 FN 0050, construction of new bridge. The same major category of work, BCCCP, unit of measure is linear meter, dimension is 75. Cost estimate for this major category of work is 139,925,000 pesos with the same similar major categories of work, BRT, CCP. For contract item number 26 FN 0051, the major categories of work of the contract to be procured is BICWO PLC, building construction without piles, low-rise concrete frame, 1 to 5 story. Unit of measure is story, dimension is 5. Similar major categories of work are BICWP and CCP, building construction with piles, high-rise, concrete frame, cast in place piles, 6 and above stories. BICWP and CCP 16, building construction with piles, high-rise, concrete frame, cast in place piles, 16 and above stories. BIRTN, building retrofitting, medium rise, 6 to 15 stories. BICWP and CCP, building construction with piles, low rise, concrete frame, cast in place piles, 1 to 5 stories. BICWP and CDP, building construction with piles, high rise, concrete frame, driven piles, 6 and above stories. BICWP and CDP 16, building construction with piles, high rise, concrete frame, driven piles, 16 and above stories. BICWP and CDP, building construction with piles, low rise, concrete frame, driven piles, 1 to 5 stories. BICWOP and C, building construction without piles, high-rise concrete frame 6 and above stories. BICWOPHC 16, building construction without piles, high-rise concrete frame 16 and above stories. BICWPMCDP, building construction with piles, medium-rise concrete frame, driven piles 6 to 15 stories. BICWPMCCP, building construction with piles, medium-rise concrete frame, cast in place piles 6 to 15 stories. BICWOPMC, building construction without piles, medium rise concrete frame 6 to 15 stories. Another major category of work of the contract to be fulfilled is BIC buildings. For contract item number 26 FN 0052, the scope of works are construction, completion, and building. Major categories of work of the contract to be procured is BIC buildings completion. Unit of measure is story, dimension is 3. Cost estimate for this major category of work is 49 million pesos. Similar major categories of work are BICWO PHC, building construction with piles, high-rise concrete frame, 6 and above stories. BICWO PHCCP 16, building construction with piles, high-rise concrete frame, cast in place piles, 16 and above stories. BICWO PHS, building construction without piles, high-rise steel frame, 6 and above stories. BICWPS 16, building construction without piles, high-rise steel frame 16 and above stories. BICWOPLC building construction without piles, low-rise concrete frame 1 to 5 stories. Another BICW OPMC building construction without piles, medium rise concrete frame 6 to 15 stories. BICW OPNS building construction without piles, medium rise steel frame 6 to 15 stories. BICW PHCCP building construction with piles, high rise concrete frame cast in place piles 6 and above stories. BICW PHCCP 16 building construction with piles, high rise concrete frame cast in place piles 16 and above stories. BICW PHCDP building construction with piles, high-rise concrete frame driven piles 6 and above stories. BICW PHCDP 16 building construction with piles, high-rise concrete frame driven piles 16 and above stories. Another one, BICW PHSCP 16 construction with piles, high-rise steel frame cast in place piles 16 above stories. BICW PHSDP building construction with piles, high-rise steel frame driven piles 6 and above stories. BICW PHSDP 16 building construction with piles, high-rise steel frame driven piles 16 above stories. BICW PLCDP building construction with piles, low-rise concrete frame driven piles 1 to 5 stories. BICW PLSCP building construction with piles, low-rise steel frame cast in place piles 1 to 5 stories. BIRTL building retrofitting low-rise 1 to 5 stories. BIRTM building retrofitting medium-rise 6 to 15 stories. Another one, BIRN building renovation, BIRS building restoration, BIRTH building retrofitting high-rise, BIRTH 16 buildings retrofitting high-rise 16 in above stories. BIRTL buildings retrofitting low-rise 1 to 5 stories. BIRTM buildings retrofitting medium-rise 6 to 15 stories. That's all.
Thank you, Georgia. We now come to the discussion of the bid data sheet of the contracts. Then let's call on the technical working group to discuss.
Good morning. For contract ID 26FN0044 to 26FN0052, only accredited project engineers may be assigned to DPWH projects, subject to the following limits or limits assignment. For regional/district offices, classification PE2, 10 contracts located within the same province for simultaneous assignments, each costing more than 150 million. For PE1, 11 contracts located within the same province for simultaneous assignments, each costing more than 100 million to 150 million. For the provisional project engineer, 10 contracts located within the same province for simultaneous assignments, each costing less than 100 million. Note, as per DO148 series of 2024 and DO227 series of 2024, applicable for buildings and bridges. The minimum work experience requirements for the key personnel are the following. The required is 50% of the ABC of each contract. Key personnel, project manager, general experience is 5 years, relevant experience is 3 years. For the project engineer, general experience is 5 years and relevant experience is 3 years. For the materials engineer, general experience is 3 years and relevant experience is 3 years. Remarks: attach valid and updated government issued IDs with 3 signatures. Project engineers and materials engineers must be accredited by the DPWH attached accreditation. For the safety and the health officer, general experience is 5 years, relevant experience is 3 years. Remarks: safety officer with attached certificate of training issued by DOLE and valid updated government issued IDs with 3 signatures. For the certified first aider with attached certificate of training issued by Red Cross and valid and updated government issued IDs with 3 signatures. And for the foreman, general experience is 5 years, relevant experience is 3 years. Remarks: attached valid and updated government issued IDs with 3 signatures. Additional requirements for contractors key personnel. Number 1, the affidavit of commitment to work must include each person's tax identification number or TIN. Number 2, the list of contractors key personnel to be assigned to the contract must include their qualification data or curriculum vitae. Number 3, an affidavit stating that the pledged project engineer and materials engineers numbers of project handled simultaneously does not exceed 10 contracts. Number 4, submission of professional tax receipt for applicable personnel. Number 5, firm's DOLE certificate of registration and compliance to Rule 1020 of Labor Code of the Philippines. And number 6, implementation of ISO 9001 2015 certification requirements for large A, medium B, and medium A contractors for DO 110 series of 2024.
For the minimum major equipment required for contact IDs 26FN0044 to 26FN0052. Prospective bidders may view it on the bid data sheet clause 2.1 of each bidding documents posted in the DPWH and Convergence website. The subcontractor's equipment pledge for the contract DPWH INR 15 must be filled out completely and properly. Submitted proof of ownership must be specified and indicate the model, years, capacity, performance, size, plate number, motor number, body number, chassis number, engine serial number, specific location and condition for Department Order 58 Series of 2012. The contractor is required to provide proofs of ownership and other supporting documents for the equipment owned, lease agreement for equipment to be leased, and under purchase agreement. Must also submit certificate of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor, vendor, for the duration of the project. Accreditation of asphalt and Portland cement concrete batching plants in the procurement of contracts for infrastructure works shall be imposed pursuant to DO number 253 series of 2003. Readers are reminded that only concrete and asphalt mixes produced by the duly accredited plants shall be used in DPWH projects. Accredited safety officer required upon issuance of notice of award subject to DO 241 series of 2024 guidelines of the processing, approval, and reporting system of construction safety and health program for DPWH infrastructure projects. First aider with certificate of training issued by Red Cross in compliance to DOLE requirements for the approval of construction safety and health program required upon issuance of notice of award subject to DO 241 series of 2024 guidelines in the processing, approval, and reporting system of construction safety and health program for DPWH infrastructure projects. The DPWH approved construction safety and health program is a requirement for the processing and approval of the contract agreement. Moreover, no claims by the contractor, advance payment, or first progress billing shall be processed and paid without the submission of DPWH approved construction safety and health program. Minimum materials testing equipment requirements for the project for the medium contractor per Department Order number 11 series of 2017 and DO 127 series of 2018. Strict application of RA 9184 in the conduct of post-qualification of bidders with delayed ongoing contracts with the DPWH. 17.1 bids will valid until 120 calendar days from the date of opening of bids.
We now come to the documents to be submitted by the bidders. DWG may now discuss the documents,
Good morning.
the design criteria and procedure for eligibility check, preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification and award.
Good morning. For the technical envelope, legal documents. Number 1, valid field jobs registration certificate, platinum membership. All pages bidder should make sure that Annex A of field jobs certificate must reflect updated dates. And for technical documents, letter B, statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any. Please take note that the list of the projects you are submitting shall match in data reflected on your contractor registration certificate or contractor information in civil works application, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Letter C, statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract, similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules and must be supported by the constructor performance evaluation system or CPES, with rating at least satisfactory for DPWH or government contracts, or an owner certificate of final acceptance or equivalent for private sector contracts. Letter D, Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board or PCAB license, ISO certified as per DO 110 series of 2024, or special PCAB license in case of joint ventures and certificate and registrations for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. Letter E, original of bid, copy of bid security, if in the form of surety bond, submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. For project requirements, which shall include the following. Number 1, organizational chart for the contract. Number 2, list of contractors' key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their qualification data. Number 3, list of contractors' major construction equipment units to be assigned up to the contract, supported by certifications of availability, owned, leased, and OR under purchase agreements, supported by proof of ownership, for example, LTO official receipt, certificate of registration, cash or sales invoice, official receipt, contract of lease agreements, purchase agreements of equipment executed by the owner or lessor or vendor and made under oath. List of contractors' minimum materials testing equipment units to be assigned to the contract, supported by certifications of availability of equipment executed by the owner's lessor and made under oath. For letter G, original duly signed omnibus sworn statement, and if applicable, original notarized secretary's certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder. Letter H, latest general information sheet duly received by Securities and Exchange Commission. And letter I, sworn affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership. Letter J, contractor's construction safety and health program, and if applicable, straight line diagram per DO 246 series of 2024. Letter L, accredited contractors consultants project engineer per DO 148 series of 2024 and DO 227 series of 2024, applicable for buildings and bridges. Letter M, certification of accredited asphalt and Portland cement concrete batching plants. For the financial documents, the prospective bidders' audited financial statement showing, among others, the prospective bidders' total and current assets and liabilities, stock received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institutions for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission. And letter O, the prospective bidders' computation of net financial contracting capacity. And if applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRR in case the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statements of all the potential joint venture partners, stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JVA in the instance that the bid is successful. For the financial envelope, number 1, original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form. Letter B, original of duly signed bid prices and the bill of quantities. Letter C, duly accomplished detailed estimates form including a summary sheet including the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up to the bid. And number 4, cash flow by quarter. All pages must be numbered, paginated consecutively at top right-hand margin. Each page signed by bidder below page number and the total number of which must be indicated in the covering page and signed by the duly authorized representative. All sets of documents must be properly book-bounded pursuant to DEO 90 series of 2002. Use checklist of the technical and financial envelopes hereto attached in the section 9 bidding forms and shall be included as first page of the book bounding of each envelope with ear tabbing labeled for each checklist.
For the criteria and procedure for eligibility check, preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification and award. Bidders should have completed within 10 years from the date of submission and receipt of bids a contract similar to the project. The description of an eligible bidder is contained in the bidding documents, particularly in Section 2 of the ITB. Bidding will be conducted through competitive bidding procedures using a non-discretionary pass or fail criterion as specified in the IRR, otherwise known as the New Government Procurement Act. The contract shall be awarded to the lowest calculated responsive bidder or LCRB who was determined as such during the post-qualification. Bidding is restricted to Filipino citizens, sole proprietorship, cooperatives, and partnership or organizations with at least 60% interest or outstanding capital stock belonging to the citizens of the Philippines. All bids must be accompanied by a bid security in any of the acceptable forms and in the amount stated in the ITB Clause 16. For the eligibility check, the BAC will determine the eligibility of the bidders based on the PhilJEP's registration under legal aid documents, which should be maintained current and updated, including that of the civil works application, which focuses on the NFCC works experience or single largest completed contract, similar to the contract project for bidding at hand. BAC will ascertain based on the checklist of the required documents to be submitted using pass or fail criterion during the preliminary and detailed bid evaluation. In addition, after the opening of bids as per IRR of RA 12009, under Section 61, the BAC will conduct a detailed bid evaluation of all the bids using non-discretionary criteria wherein it requires the completeness of the bid. For the post-qualification, the bidders were advised to read Department Order Number 127, Series of 2018 and other issuances relative to this matter, since the BAC will be very keen and strict on the conduct of post-qualification process, considering that the concerned officials or employees, including the concerned BAC members, will be liable to the administrative penalties if this directive will not be followed. Then 10 calendar days upon receipt of the notice of award, the contractor must comply the documents in the notice of award for the issuance of contract agreement. In accordance with Section 52.6 of the RA 12009 IRR, the procuring entity can reassess the bidder's qualification at any stage of the procurement process if there are reasonable grounds to believe that a misrepresentation has been made by the said bidder or there has been a change in the bidder's capability to undertake the project from the time it submitted its eligibility requirements. If any false information or changes affecting eligibility are found, the bidder shall be disqualified from obtaining an award or implementing the contract, as the case may be, subject to the applicable rules under this IRR. The DPWH Camarines Sur 5th District Engineering Office, Camarines Sur, reserves the right to reject any of all bids, declare a failure of bidding, or not award the contract at any time prior to contract award, in accordance with Section 70 of RA 12009, without thereby incurring any liability to the affected bidder or bidders.
Additional reminders: three-strike policy in the procurement of contracts for infrastructure works, goods, and consulting services shall be imposed pursuant to DO number 35, series of 2008, as amended by DO number 28, series of 2024. Bidders are reminded on different offenses and penalties provided for in the revised IRR of RA 9184, and on the provisions governing the imposition of administrative sanctions for contractors who tend to defeat the purpose of competitive bidding, except for valid reasons pursuant to DO number 28, series of 2024. Classification of offenses that triggers the three-strike policy and exceptions. Number 1, withdrawal from the bidding process, submission of non-participation letter, or failure to submit a bid after purchasing the bid documents. Number 2, submission of late bids without valid reasons as determined by the BAC. Number 3, submission of patently insufficient bid. Enforcement and penalties. If a bidder commits any of the 3 major offenses or acts listed above 3 times within a year, starting from the approval date of the resolution recommending the imposition of strike 1 or first warning, which is counted as day 1 through day 365, and if these 3 offenses are of similar or identical nature, it will trigger the enforcement of the stipulated administrative penalty. Suspension from participating in all DPWH procurement activities and entering into contract with any DPWH procuring entity. Subsequently, as per the procedure outlined in Annex A, this may result in the blacklisting of the suspended bidder, thereby disqualifying the bidder from participating in any government procurement activities for a period of 1 year. In conjunction with blacklisting, the bidder will also face bid security forfeiture and must comply with the enforcement of the bid securing declarations conditions. For the schedule, a complete set of bidding documents may be acquired by the interested bidders on July 15, 2026 to August 5, 2026 until 9 a.m. only, from the address given below in the invitation to bid, and upon payment of the applicable fee for the bidding documents pursuant to the latest guidelines issued by the GPPB in the amount stated also in the invitation to bid. It may also be downloaded free of charge from the website of Philippine Government Electronic Procurement System, or PhilGEPS, and the website of procuring entity, provided that bidders shall pay the applicable fee for the bidding documents not later than the submission of their bids. Bids must be duly received by the Bids and Awards Committee, Secretariat, through manual submission at the address indicated below, or online or electronic submission through Camarines Sur 5 at dpwh.gov.ph, as indicated below, on or before August 5, 2026 until 10 a.m. only. Late bids shall not be accepted. Bid opening shall be on August 5, 2026, 10 a.m. at DPWH Camarines Sur 5th, DEO, Santa Teresita, Baao, Camarines Sur, and or live streaming via YouTube channel m.youtube.com/@dpwh.camsur5deo. Bids will be opened in the presence of the bidders' representatives who choose to attend the activity. Interested bidders may obtain further information from DPWH Camarines Sur 5th District Engineering Office, Santa Teresita, Baao, Camarines Sur, and inspect the bidding documents at the address given below in the invitation to bid from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Is there any questions, clarifications, or comments from the back members, TWG, back secretariat, and other participants of this pre-bid conference?
Is there any changes or corrections in plans, POW, BOQ, calendar days for the proposed issuance of supplemental bid bulletin?
Yes, there is. It will be posted 7 days on or before the bidding date. Since there are no other questions, this pre-bid conference is adjourned. Thank you for attending.